I'm almost certain we didn't leave. Last thing I did was ask Arlon to go see the old lady, Madame Rosanne. And
Yeah,
then I'm
no,
pretty sure we said we were going to leave the next day.
no, we ended last session with you guys teleporting away.
Can we reverse that?
Uh,
Teleport back.
sure. We'll
'Cause
say
I
just
was
before
under
you
the impression we were
just
going
before
to
you
see
guys go.
Zemmering. Yeah, I thought we were going to.
I don't remember that, but
I genuinely thought we were going to. Because
What
there
did you
was like,
Dayla.
I can't remember.
because we were going to end the story, and then it was like, oh well, we got to get potions before we go. It's like, okay, let's wait another day, get potions, and Tristan had some things to say with like just general management, and then we were going to speak. I thought that, but we could be. I could be talking up my
Well-
bum hole.
You might have thought that, but I don't think anyone said it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Either way,
that's my problem.
he'll be there when you get back.
Or will he?
Yeah.
That's the thing. We did want. Yeah.
Okay,
I'd like to
yeah.
speak.
We'll say if you do want to speak to him, you can do. Oh, another retcon I would like to make is you would technically have found another one of those mirrors in Kelvin's
Oh yeah.
Yes.
thing. Yeah, it's just like a small thing I forgot about. But I mean, you've done those mirrors before. You know what they do. There's nothing really small to glean there. But what you would technically have found one. So
Yeah. All right. Hey lad, try not to throw it on the ground like last time, like a fucking Greek. Plate.
I'm on about one of
Our
the
birthday.
one of the big boy mirrors, not one of the not the little one that Dayla smashed.
All right.
Why
I
did
can
he-
just
why did
imagine
he
Dayla
smash
now
a
smashing a
mirror
big one.
again? I don't know.
Dayla smashed one of the like a small mirror that one of the cultists of Bane had.
I just wanted to drop it on the ground and it smashed. So
Yeah.
Classic Dayla.
I'm too strong.
But we'll say
Yeah.
while Tristan is doing Tristan things, then Reed and anyone else who wants to go with him can go down to see Emmerich.
Yeah, I'll
Again,
go as well.
we'll say Rogar and Ulfgar have left at this point.
Yeah, go on now.
Right.
Might as well tag along.
So good
Okay.
cop, bad cop. What are we trying to find out from this guy? We should name some aims and objectives before we go in. What do we want to do? We've got to find out. We've got to bring him on our side first. Let him see our perspective.
I mean,
Correct?
do we have to? I mean, we've killed the dragon, so do we really care about this guy anymore?
I think so. We've got an existing relationship with him, and like remember, we saw Rogar explained his memories to us, and that he went through a traumatic experience. The whole reason is we've met at this particular moment is because of a series of events that led us and him here, that started with us at the beginning. So maybe we want to just tell him, hey, we didn't have any
Yeah,
ill-natured plans or anything like that.
me neither,
just-
because I don't know who he is really.
Yeah, true. Good shout.
True.
Yeah. So okay, let's. Do we want to ask him anything in particular? What he knows about the dragons and shit like that? What's
We
his
can ask him
general?
about them, but I don't think he'll have anything useful to say.
Yeah.
I doubt it. But
Although he might tell us like what the dragons were planning to do. Maybe he like knew more about their overall plan, because we don't actually know like how they're supposed to be helping the Shadow King, right?
Yeah.
We
Okay.
just
Well,
we just
you
decided
kinda
to
do.
murder them all.
No, you do know.
Do we?
Think about it.
Shadow King. They're working with the Shadow King.
I know,
Mhm.
but we don't know why.
What do they have in their possession?
Some boxes
Mirrors.
with things.
oh yeah, then.
Yes.
Who makes notes of these things?
They have. I've got.
It's not me.
wait.
Reed, you're
Oh
a
yeah, the
designated
box of the
note
Shadow
keeper.
King, probably.
Yeah, but we don't. Did we know what these boxes do?
What have we been doing with them?
to an extent, yeah.
Okay.
Can someone tell us what these boxes do?
I've
I
got.
don't remember.
Write it down.
Nah.
Yes, because you keep forgetting.
Have we been doing anything with them, or just carrying them
I
around?
think we didn't we give them to the black stuff at one point.
Yes.
Okay.
Who's Talvin, by the way? I wrote his name down, but I don't know who he is.
He was one of the members of the old Neverwinter 9.
Oh right, okay. I can delete that then.
Good to see you giving important information.
You can delete that one.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
Would you like a refresher, Mike?
Yes, don't worry. I'll
For
make
the
some
for the
notes.
billionth time.
Don't worry, I'll write some notes this time.
So
It's like Game of Thrones. You need to watch like the additional YouTube videos and like all the surrounding content to remember
Yeah.
actually what the overall arch of the story is. It's a
I need to-
complex story you've built.
I need to hire Alt Shift X to do videos on my videos.
Oh yeah. Dungeons and Dragons. First game.
That's good.
Yeah.
So the box of the Shadow King. You found one with each dragon. Each box so far has been trapped with a spell that if you try and open the box, it will instantly kill you. Inside those boxes, you found pieces of a pocket dimension, exactly 1/5 in each. So you gather that these dragons are guarding these sections of pocket dimension.
Okay, 1/5.
Yes.
Now I remember. Okay, I've written
what
it
is it?
down now.
What's inside this pocket dimension?
It's where the Shadow King
You
lives.
should. Not necessarily. You don't really know, but
It's just
you-
something
well,
important.
you know it's not where he lives because you've seen the Shadow King outside of
True.
it.
That was in the Shadow film.
Yes.
Well, it's something important anyway.
Mhm.
Maybe it's where his phylactery is.
Quite possibly.
Does he have a phylactery? Isn't that like a lich
yes.
thing? So he would have one.
Yeah, you would know all liches have
What
a
is that?
phylactery. You also know that Shadow King has been beaten in the past but not killed because no one's been able to find his phylactery.
Ah, and this could be where it is. Okay.
Mhm.
Good to know. Don't worry, I've written it down this time.
Nice.
Anyway, are we going to speak to Emmerich then?
Yeah, I guess.
So you guys will wander down into the cells section of Castle Never, and will be led to his cell. And so the guards just stay down the end of the corridor. They'll leave you to it. It is the middle of the day, and there is light coming in through his cell window. But you see, sort of slumped against the wall, a shaggy-haired Emmerich.
Emmerich, how are you liking your new home?
He'll just look up at you with a look of disdain, and then just look back down at the ground. Say, "Go away, Reed."
Emmerich, what happened? We were your friends. We when we left each other, when we parted ways, we thought we'd fulfilled our contract, and I thought we were both happy. Why are you siding with evil dragons?
I sided with him because he gave me a chance. Unlike you.
What chance were we supposed to give you? We had a contract. You paid us some money. We did it for you, and that was the end of it. What else was there?
Loyalty. You know I had another contract, one that I asked you to help me with. But instead you ran off with some girl.
Yeah, we had more pressing matters. We're a mercenary company. We're not obliged contractually.
What is more
obliged.
pressing than friendship?
I think you're misunderstanding the relationship. We weren't necessarily
Clearly I
friends. We were contractually obliged to help you, and we did that. And we took another contract. That's how mercenary companies work.
And yet a dragon, one of the most supposedly evil creatures, helped me, not because he was contracted to do so, because he wanted to.
Well, I don't
'Cause
think
he
he
wanted
wanted
to help.
I think he was in it for himself. He was purely in it for self-gain, and I don't think a dragon is worth trusting. So, yeah. And
Well,
neither
he's
is a mercenary.
dead now.
Mercenary yeah, he is dead, and he was the villain. So, that's it. You do know he intends to cause great harm to this world, along with his colleagues, associates.
Yeah, his dragon colleagues.
Yeah. And he didn't even like those. He was happy that one of his dragons died that we killed.
Dragons don't like one. If they did, the world would have been destroyed by them long ago.
Yeah, but still, they were still friends.
I don't know about that.
Roll deception.
Go ahead and roll persuasion or deception if you'd like.
I suppose it depends if you're genuinely trying to be nice to Emmerich.
I am.
26. He'll say, when you all first arrived, Alothana contacted the 2 remaining dragons, asked for their aid. Both of them refused, despite the fact that it would have been in their benefit, purely because dragons do not like other dragons.
That's, good
That's
to know.
news to me. And thanks for telling us.
Now we can kill them more easily.
Yeah. Well, besides from the point, Emmerich, I think you've been a victim in all of this, through no fault of us, but just from yourself. So I do feel sorry for you, and I can sympathise with you because you've been, from what I imagine, you've been through a lot to have to side with the dragon. So, where do we go from here?
I mean,
What are
I
your
think
plans?
We're even now as well, because you actually knocked me off a dragon, and I had to fall all the way through the sky, and that was pretty mean.
Yeah,
He looks at you saying, says, "Who are you?"
I'm the one you knocked off the dragon.
Yeah, but why do I care?
I don't know, really, to be honest.
He'll look
But
back
I
to you,
think-
to you, Reed, and say, "As for my current plans," and he'll just gesture to the manacles around his wrists. Say, "I think I'm staying here."
Well, what would you do if you were to say be released? What would you do? What would be your plans?
He just looks down solemnly at the ground and says, "I don't know. Kelvin
Well,
gave me a chance, and I took it, and that was all I had."
What chance did he give you, though?
Well,
You were his servant, essentially.
I was able to live out the life of my dreams. I had a high position at court, the love of my life at my side. I was happy.
Yeah, you had some creature comforts, but that wasn't really. There was no purpose in that. You were just helping an evil. You were tricked by an evil dragon.
I have a good purpose. If you want
What's
to
your purpose?
redeem yourself, there's a red dragon that lives down near Mintarn. You could travel down there. We could free you from here. You could travel down there and try and kill it.
Just me.
Well, or some other people that you can get to go along with you. Plus,
Yeah.
we'll be going there at some point as well.
Even I have heard of the Red Rage. You may have been able to kill Alothana, but Hundar is the most powerful dragon on the coast. I'm not about to try and slay him.
Well, we will.
Well, good luck to you.
You don't want to help?
Would you really trust me? Would he? And he sort of gestures up towards where the throne room would be.
I mean, maybe. If you can prove that you're no longer under the influence of the dragon.
I'm no longer under the dragon's influence. But I won't lie to you. My mind is still not what it was. Still broken. I don't really know how to fix it, to be honest. But
I think you need to. I think you need to reflect on the actions you've taken in the most recent last few months. So for that reason, I think you should stay in the jail for now. But there's no reason why, if you reflect and you repent and you be a force for good in either Waterdeep or Neverwinter or anywhere really, and there's no reason why you can't be released. And for the first way you can be a force for good is tell us everything you know about Kelvin, about the Shadow King, about anything that you think might be of use to us. Now, will you help us?
go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage. 32. The old nod. Say, I'm afraid I'm of little use to you. I didn't know anything about the Shadow King or any of his business. All I knew was that Alothana needed a position of strength from which he could protect the box.
Hmm.
He, like I say, he wasn't on good terms with the other dragons. I don't know what their plans were. I know when we fled, we were fleeing to the Stone Spire in the Lurkwood to try and plead with Malister Rex, but I don't know how well that would have gone had we got there.
With who? Sorry.
Malister Rex. He
Isn't
is
the Black
the
Dragon.
Black Dragon.
Oh,
Yes,
right.
you hadn't actually been given that guy's name yet.
I did think I hadn't heard that name before.
Yeah.
Can you spell it for me,
Hold on. I just want to make sure
My mind is riddled, and I'm dyslexic.
Emric?
I just want to make sure I'm getting it
I
right.
cannot spell anymore.
I'll stick it in the D&D.
The dragon probably of my spelling ability.
all this,
There you go.
all
It's in
this
the-
betrayal has caused me dyslexia.
It's in the roll 20.
I'm just going to refer to him as the Black Dragon.
But yeah, unfortunately, Emric doesn't really know too much other than what you've already learned.
Oh well.
But he will turn to you and say, "Thank you, though, Rick, for giving me a chance. I always thought you should have been the leader of Blades. What's he still doing in charge?" He points again up towards where Tristan would be.
Is Tristan not with us?
No, he's doing king things.
Yeah. Well, let's give him something. Well, Alice, Emmerich, you gotta preoccupy yourself. You gotta get well first. So take this book, start reading it, and then, yeah, reflect on the decisions you've made and what you want to be, the rest of your life. You should help the Blades of Drrust, but you must understand that we're a mercenary company. We take contracts, and where we go where we're needed the most, and that may not be with you always.
I know, I appreciate it.
What
I think
book
it's
are you
just-
giving him?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
okay,
Can
okay.
a book on health and well-being?
Yeah.
Book on health and well-being.
We
Well,
can say
the
you
only
have
book I've
a-
got is that knowledge one. I don't want
Yeah.
to give him that.
Yeah, no,
Is it that book with the drawings of your dad and your brother?
Yeah.
Or something.
Oh god, that's a good one.
We can say you can give him like something to.
It's just
any
it's
book,
just a note.
any book on history.
It's like-
I have.
I agree that I should reflect on what I've done, and hopefully in time I will regain your respect. But it's just Tristan. He aggravates me. His arrogance is it's infuriating.
Same.
Well, everybody has their good sides and bad sides, and yeah, Tristan has good intentions at heart. So, yeah, you must understand that if we're gonna have a relationship in the future, you must respect that, as he is the new king of this city, or to be crowned.
Yes, we'll see how that turns out for him.
And
Yes.
don't worry, I forgive you for knocking me off that dragon. That was very inconvenient.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Me?
Yeah. He just doesn't really pay you any attention.
Wow. I redact my forgiveness.
Anything else?
No, I think we've said everything we need to say.
Oh yeah, what
Unless-
about his wife? Wasn't she like brainwashed?
I think now
yeah,
that
she
the
was.
dragon's dead, that magic faded, which it's worth checking in on, making sure she's all right.
Actually, just quickly, do you know what was inside? Do you know anything about the pocket dimensions?
No, I don't know. Any...
I see. When was Dagol first under Kelvin's illusion or whatever spell?
Since the summer, so half a year.
I see.
I arrived a little later.
Okay. All right then. I think yeah, just reflect on what on how to be a better person, and I'll leave it at that.
He'll just nod.
Ayla, you got anything to say?
Nah, I'm good.
Sick.
I'm good too. I redacted
was
my
tempted-
forgiveness already.
I was tempted to say, "P.S. We robbed all your stuff," but I,
Yeah, I was gonna say you're actually 2 out of the 3 items you're attuned to now are ex-Emrix
He's
items.
just wearing
yeah,
his
I'm a
stuff.
bastard. I'm such a yeah. With that,
Does he
okay.
notice
With
that he's wearing his stuff?
He would
if you want to
definitely
turn me evil, fair play.
he definitely would notice at least the mantle that Reed is
I
wearing.
took
But he's
some
he,
of his gold as well.
I don't think
Since
he's
Reed's like half the height, is it just like dragging on the ground?
no most magic items with some exceptions grow and shrink to the wearer's size.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
It's why everyone's allowed to wear the boots and wear the same items. Like
Okay.
again, there are some exceptions. But usually, magic items will fit the wearer.
What about
You know
the
what?
crown of Neverwinter?
There's only one way to find out.
You know what? Actually, can I do a bit of rewriting? Can I give him a musical book and my instrument of the bard? Because that's an attunement item, and I don't use it. It's a fucking waste of my time.
Okay.
Can I give him an instrument of the bard and a musical book? So he's gonna start jamming out in the.
Sure.
gonna become a
What
bard.
instrument is it, by the way?
I don't know. I think it just says instrument of the bard, so I think it's like a little one of those old
Well,
medieval
there's-
guitars.
There's a bunch
lute.
that are called instrument
Yeah.
of the bard. I think this is the lute version that you got. For example, the
I
harp
think
that you need to get from the water plane is an instrument of the bards, but it's just the harp version.
I think you would have had a loot.
Yeah,
I think
just a
it was.
bit.
I think it was a lute. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I'll just give him that. It is a magical item though, so I wonder if he
Yeah.
can use it.
He can't attune to it. Yeah, only bards can actually like use it as he can still use it as a lute, but he can't use it as a magic item.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give him that. I'll tell the guards, let him have it.
Yeah, you do. I was gonna say you do notice a couple of the guards looking like he's just handed him a lute through the bars. But yeah, they'll just nod.
Just be like, the king's allowed it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hmm. Maybe music will restore my senses to me.
If he's really bad, feel free to throw some bread at him or something.
Waste the good bread.
Only the moldy bread, of course.
Well, thank you once again. I'll just start like thumbing at the lute. Have a little twiddle.
Yeah.
I was playing
Just
like
get-
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
No, it's the white stripes. That song.
Stripes. I love that.
Seven Nation Army.
Dum, 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 dum,
I don't think he's
dum.
Yeah,
advanced
that
enough.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
That.
Anyway,
Anyway,
yeah.
should we check on his wife, or do we not care enough about her?
We should probably check on her, like, because she was just like brainwashed and like
Yeah.
woke up in another city.
I mean, if you want, I'm not really fussed.
Let's go and let's go and speak to her. So is she still brainwashed?
Well, he
Um,
seems to think not, but I guess we'll find out.
yeah, we'll say you head over to Emmerich's old house.
Is the window still smashed that I
No,
smashed?
you snuck into Emmerich's house.
Did I?
You broke into Kelvin's house,
Oh,
if I
right, right.
if
Oh,
I
yes,
recall.
Yes,
Let's
that's
smash up Emmerich house.
right,
Shit.
Well, it's not Emmerich's house anymore, so this could be your future holdings. So you don't want to be smashing them. I don't know.
Oh,
Could be
he-
smart.
Can
he's
we just
gonna
take over
literally
his house?
curse us. Yeah. Now, can't we take over Kelvin's instead?
Let's take over both.
They're next door houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want Kelvin's.
I want
I'll,
Emmerich's house.
I'll just really quickly redirect you to Neverwinter. It's these two where this E is. I'll get rid of the E, but
Then I'll zoom in on it.
yeah, these
Wow.
these two houses,
Big houses.
Wait,
They
what?
are. Pretty sizable houses.
Where? Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, can Reed have Kelvin's or Blades of Drrust, whichever.
I mean, I don't want to speak on behalf of the king. Technically, they're-
Oh, he has to allow it.
yeah. And he has given a bunch of lordships out, so I don't know if those houses were promised to like one of the Grey Cloaks or something. I don't know.
Oh, we'll have to ask when he's back.
Mhm.
Let's ask Arlon. He's now technically in charge.
But yeah, how do you approach the house? Just knock on the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess.
Knocking on the door, you are met by a serving woman. Says, "Yes, can I help you?"
Give us all your money. Sorry, old habits. We want to know if this is the house of Emmerich, or used to be.
Yes, this is the house.
Who are you?
I'm Kathy. I'm just one of the servers here.
His wife in.
Yes, the Lady Ariadne is here.
Can you invite us in?
Well, who are you?
My name's Clyde. This is Kevin, and this is Courtney.
Well, I'm afraid I don't know who you are, so I'm
We're
not going to
very
let you in.
important in this city now.
Yeah, but I have you know we're Lord Clyde, Kevin, and Courtney.
Yeah, if we wanted, we could make this house belong to us.
Yes,
Can I see some proof?
there's no such thing as proof in Neverwinter now.
I thought this was supposed to be a more just place.
It is.
Well, you can't come in. She closes the door.
Oh, nah. Can I knock on it again? Nah.
Yeah. You'll just
What?
hear through the door. What do you want? Come back here with proof of your identities and of your purpose here, and I will let you in. But you are
Emmerich.
not welcome here.
Emmerich is in jail, and we have been sent on behalf of the king. Now we order you to let us in and speak with the lady.
Make a deception check. You'll just hear a voice from inside say, "It's all right. Let them in." And she'll open the door, and you do see Lady Ariadne standing there.
Wait, what were our names again?
Courtney, yours is Courtney.
What's your name?
Mine's Clyde.
What's Daylar's?
Kevin.
Kevin, okay.
Do come in. Please take a seat. She'll take you over to the living room area. What do you wish to know about Emmerich?
When was the last time you spoke to him?
Yesterday. Yesterday morning, before everything kicked off.
Did he reveal any of his plans to you, or what his interactions with Kelvin?
I'm afraid my memory is a little foggy. I don't remember much of what he told me.
I see.
Are you aware that you were under the mind control of a dragon?
Well, I was aware that I was under some kind of mind control. I assumed it to be the dragons, but I assume now that you know this to be certain.
Yes. How do you feel about that?
Well, I just hope Emmerich gets what he deserves. He killed my former betrothed, and I assume my brother as well.
What does he deserve, in your opinion?
A quick death.
Whoa.
Interesting. Would
Hang
you be
on,
willing
surely
to pay
if-
for that?
No,
Oh,
it's not my business to pay for that.
well,
Surely,
it
if
might
he
be.
dies, then you don't inherit the house, do you? If he dies.
No, but I don't inherit the house anyway. This was all taken under the false pretense of the dragon's magic.
I see. So you're what you're saying is this isn't your house.
It is for now, until the king deems it otherwise.
Okay. But we have an eviction order. You gotta make your way out of here now. This is King's property.
Where is it?
I'm just gonna draw it on a piece of paper.
You can't just draw on a piece of paper. As you do that, she'll just say, "I'm done with this charade. Please leave the house.
This is a verbal notice.
Please
a
leave
written
the house."
A written one will be submitted to you in approximately 2 days' time.
No, it won't. Please leave the house.
Please ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. However,
Get out. Get out.
Wait, I have a
Get out.
proposition for.
I
wait.
don't care. Get out of my house. I've been through enough shit recently without having to put up with your bullshit. Now get out.
But if you really want Emmerich
Get the
killed,
fuck out of my house.
I can charge for that.
Get out.
Fine.
I want to summon my dog.
What dog?
Okay, you summon your massive.
Nah, I don't. I don't really.
Someone
don't wanna
Bixby's
kill her.
hand and.
All right, she knows about the eviction notice. It's all good. She's got 48 hours to get
I can't
out.
believe she didn't want to pay for Emmerich to be killed. That could have been a good contract.
I mean, to be fair, like, I actually don't think Emmerich's that bad, so, like, yeah, I'm on Emmerich's side in this.
Well, here's the thing. He did a lot of bad things, but he was also literally driven mad by like the Underdark. So he was not in his right mind at all. So he
Yeah.
did evil things, but it wasn't him. It was
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really care.
Yes.
That could have been a good contract.
Yeah, but anyway, she doesn't, like, she literally has no right to that house, so she needs to go.
Why do you care?
yeah.
Because I want the house.
You don't have any right to it either.
Yeah, I know, but I have, exactly, I have as
Yeah.
much right to it as she
Reed, I think
does,
you're
so
talking
therefore she
nonsense
shouldn't have
here.
it.
yeah,
Nah,
you are
this is-
talking nonsense.
This is
Can I slap
legal.
Reed?
No! Don't slap me!
Snap out of it, you fool.
I'm gonna be a little child. Alright, I want Kelbins then. Yeah, to be fair, I don't even want hers, I
Yeah.
want Kelbins.
I mean, no one lives there, right? Can you just put a sign on it saying this is Reed's house now?
What, Emmerich's one?
No, Calvin's house.
Teresa, just mark my territory. Yeah, alright, cool. I'm glad that's dealt with. She knows the deal now. It isn't her
I
house,
mean,
though.
she seemed alright.
Let's be
Anyway,
honest.
she didn't seem that fussed about the whole brainwashing thing.
Yeah.
She's had like a day and a half to
Yeah,
take it.
I mean, she doesn't want to pay for Emmerich to be killed, which is sad. But maybe she'll come
She
around.
she didn't really get to hearing you out. Reed had already pissed her off too much that she hated all of you by extension.
But what, like, influence does she have in the city, really? Or
Oh,
what she actually-
none at all.
Yeah.
I mean-
it's just like,
If Tristan ends up pardoning Emmerich and then he gets to go free, then she might be really angry about it. In which case, she might pay for me to kill him.
Again, that's evil, isn't it?
No.
I guess
I
he did bad things.
I'd say it's neutral, which is what Sang is.
Yeah. It's just a contract. Besides, he has done bad things.
Yeah. Guess you could justify it.
Um,
Okay.
That's my job.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
guys
think
ready
off
to go finally?
I think so.
Okay. Going back to where we left off at the end of last session. You guys teleport to Mirabar. Just to show you again on the map where that is.
Isn't that a PUBG map?
What?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that
it
kind
is.
of-
Mirror bar.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
I don't know.
I think
Sounds
it's
like
it's the desert one, isn't it?
I have no idea.
Where are we dropping?
On those towers, as usual.
Oh yeah.
So Barry teleports you in.
Oh yeah, there was Barry. Yeah, I remember
Mhm.
Barry.
And Tristan will say to him before he leaves, "Oh, Barry, by the way, could you please take this box of the Shadow King and give it back to the Blackstaff in Waterdeep for us?" He says,
Who says
yeah.
sorry?
"I can do that." Tristan.
Oh, right.
So you guys currently find yourselves, you've teleported inside some kind of big wizard's library, and as Barry is speaking, you hear a voice from somewhere else in the library say, "Oi, Barry, is that you?" Barry will be like, "Oh, hi Mark," and a dwarven wizard will come around the corner, say, "How's it been? How's it going, Barry?" It's like, "Not too bad. I gotta get going though, Mark. So I'll see you around. Introduce these guys to the city. Bye." And he'll like teleport away.
Bye, Bazza.
Mark.
Oh hi.
the-
Hi, Mark.
Hello. My name is Marcus. People call me Mark. Welcome to Mirabar. The door's over there. I don't know if you want me to give you a guided tour or whatever, but who are you?
We are the Blades of Drrust. A merry band of people here to help and assist wherever we can. Before
Oh,
fortune,
hi.
of course.
I've heard of you. I've heard of you. Well, welcome to Mirabar. My name is Marcus, as I said. I'm on the council here. If there's anything you need to know, just ask.
Do you know of the best way to get to is it the Stone Spire that we're going to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the Lurkwood is a difficult place to go to.
Yeah, we know that.
I just mean more difficult than usual.
Yeah,
There's
we know
been
that.
Okay.
oh, you know about the raids.
Oh,
Okay.
well, no. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of raids from the Lurkwood recently.
Oh, yeah,
Lizard
we
folk.
knew that. Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, yeah, we did
I-
know that.
Yeah, so the land in between there and is well, heavily infested with enemies. There are a couple of routes you could potentially take. There are barges that go up the river, and there are horse and carts that will take you probably to the eaves of the forest if you can pay them handsomely enough.
Have you been
Um,
to the Stone Spire?
To the Stone Spire, no, that's ancient ruins.
Have you been
Not
near
not
there?
my business. No, I've never even been to the Lurkwood before. Well,
Oh.
not inside it. I've been like around the edge.
Do you know
Would you kn-
anyone that can teleport that has been there?
No, I'm afraid not. Yeah, the Lurkwood is not. No one really wants to go there because why would they? I mean, why do you?
Would you know of any brave, useful travelers that know the way there that would be able to take us?
Well, I think if you like I say, if you're looking to maybe go by barge or by cart, I could point you in the right direction of places where you could hire such people to take you.
Which one is more quicker?
The barge would be the quickest, but it'd be a lot more expensive. Tristan will also say, also, I don't know if you guys want to like read those books before we go there. We might want to take the longer route so you have time to read, or if you want to read them later, then maybe we should. I don't know. You guys do what you want.
Can't we do it on? How long does the barge take?
By barge, I'd say it'd probably take you about 2 days to get to the borders of the woods, and from there you're on your own. On by cart, maybe 3 or 4 days. Again, just to the borders of the forest, and then you're on your own. No one will take you inside.
Well, I mean, if it takes the same amount of time anyway, why can't we just stay in Mirrorbar, read the books for 2 days, and then get the boat? Should we do
That's a
that?
fair point.
Tristan's just like, sure, yeah, whatever.
Because that's
okay.
like it's pretty chill vibes, you know. We can just enjoy ourselves in the town. It
Aye.
gives.
Enjoy the hospitality of Mirabar.
How much does that
Yes.
cost?
Well, it depends where you're staying. You guys seem
Can we
like
stay
fancy
here?
folk. This isn't a place you can stay. This is my place of work.
Can we sleep in your office?
If you'd like to sleep in my office,
How much would
can
that
allow it
cost?
for a fee. There are no beds, of course. And as long as
find an
and,
inn.
and you cannot make any mess,
Okay,
but
yeah, that's-
I will allow
I think
What
we'll
about
find an inn,
noise?
Probably.
I make noise.
no noise, no mess. This is a place of work and knowledge, not loudness.
I think we
Like
should
shrivels.
stay here if we're gonna read. Then this is the place to be.
Well, I'm not going
I
to read
think-
because Daylar stole my book.
Well, technically, as long you've got your mansion, so you can just go into the mansion and sleep in there.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, we don't, why do we need to hire someone? Yeah, we can just build
Yeah,
a
we can just have
mansion
a mansion
inside
anyway.
here.
Just build it in his office.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't. You don't need to build it. You just cast it in a door
Put
and
it-
let it go through.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we want to stay here.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's say
For free.
5 gold per night. No, not for free.
But it's only
I
like a
mean, I mean,
door.
why do we
It's not
even
going
have
to
to-
take up any space.
Yeah,
We're
why do we
almost
even have to
like-
pay? Can't we just like go like
Put it on
like,
Barry's
the
tab.
outside of like
Yeah.
a building or something?
Barry
Uh,
said he'd pay.
Look, I don't really know you people, so I'm not just going to outright trust you with my office. And in fact, the more you're talking, the more I'm actually just going to say you can just go and find somewhere else.
Oh, don't be like that, Mark. Come on. Listen, why is the Lurkwood the way it is right now? Can you tell me that? Why is it
Well-
problematic? Full of treachery.
Well, it's particularly problematic because the treachery that once lurked inside it is now coming out
Outside.
and attacking people.
But what's the source of that?
Well, we know
I think
that.
I know what it is.
Well, the lizard folk, of course.
No, I think it's the dragon within the Lurkwood that's causing the lizard folk to be all problematic for you guys. And guess who's here to sort out the dragon? I'm gonna point at myself and these boys. So we're gonna most likely fix all your problems you have in Mirabar. I can't guarantee that we're gonna stop them for good, but we're gonna reduce the problems. All right. So the least you could do is just offer us your office just to sleep in, and we won't make any noise. We won't make any mess. We're just gonna. It's just a station for us to go into my happy place, and these guys can join me as well.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Oh my god, I'm rolling the persuasions today, aren't I?
You are our persuasion boy. Oh,
Yes.
low rolls for you. Low roll.
Yeah.
That is a really low roll.
A natural 4. However, it's still an 18. So I'll say you're staying for 2 nights, correct?
You got it.
All right, then you've got a deal. But if I find anything missing or anything broken, I'll kick you out and I'll charge it to Neverwinter.
Alright. Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you very
Tristan
much.
won't mind that.
Tristan just
Yeah.
sighs.
Yeah, that-
Breathe this heavily.
Alright, let's stay here. Now let's trash up the place.
Before he even leaves the room.
Yeah.
Well, it's a big room. He just like goes back to his desk. I mean, if you want to go explore the city, you can.
Yeah,
Or
let's
if you
do
just
it.
want to sit in here and read, you can do that as well.
Yeah, I just
Well,
want
let's
to spend as much time reading as possible to get as much done.
Can I read
Yeah,
over
okay.
Daylar's shoulder, please?
Can I like hide it?
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be difficult. That's a tough one.
Can I,
Can I off-
can I stealthily read it?
Searching for traps.
Hunched in a corner.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it hunched in a corner, but Sang's gonna be there, so I think the only way to read it is just to knock her out. But I
Go
mean,
on then, fight me.
it's up to you.
Yes.
No, it's up to you how would you go about solving that?
We can
Well-
do it with my servants. One of them can fight on one of your behalves, and one of them can fight on the other, and then whoever wins gets the book.
Oh no, I
like-
already won the book.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like another round of rock paper scissors, but instead it's servants.
What would happen if we were both reading at the same time? What would actually happen?
Like I said, the person who reads the last word last gets it.
Oh, right. Nah, you're alright, Daylar. If you give me 50 gold, I'll leave you alone.
No.
Alright, well, in that case, I'm gonna try and read it over your shoulder the whole time. That was cheap as well.
I'm just gonna play the Lear.
You haven't got it anymore, you gave it to Emperor.
No, he's got
I got
a liar.
Oh, he's got another one. Okay.
Liar, sorry.
Yeah.
Play.
Yeah, did you go and explore the city at all, or do you stay in the library?
Depends, is Daylar going?
No, I'm gonna stay.
Okay, then I'm gonna stay.
We'll chill for 2 days in the thing. We'll do a hero's feast.
Yeah.
And then yeah, let's head out after the 2 days, I reckon. Yeah?
I will.
Do that?
Yeah, so yeah, I'll say it takes with the travel time to get there on the barge included. Like, let's say the two of you are going to be reading all that time as well. Then by the time you get to the border of the forest,
You mean
um,
the three of us?
only two of you are getting the benefits. So.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still gonna try and read it over his shoulder though.
Okay. Well, you said we'll say you fail in that regard.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, we'll say the first 2 days pass, and yeah, you just spend a lot of time reading.
Can we spend
Yeah.
the entire 48 hours reading?
What? No sleep.
Yeah.
Drink lots of coffee.
You'll gain points of exhaustion by doing that.
What
So
do
I wouldn't
points of
recommend.
exhaustion do?
For every point of exhaustion you have a -1 on all rolls.
Okay. Yeah,
Obviously,
I'm
the
not
more
gonna stay.
the more exhausted you get, the more points you get, and then takes like you can lose a point once per long rest that you take. 1 point per long rest.
It's just the same, right? It's the same amount. You might as well just do the 4 days normal.
Yeah.
That 5 is
Okay, yeah.
for hit points, by the way.
Oh,
Temporary hit points. Hero's Feast.
pathetic.
Yeah, no.
Well, I think with Heroes Feast, we'll just say whenever a combat comes up, then roll the 2d10 to see what you got that day, because otherwise we're just doing it every day.
Do you know when?
That's good.
Sorry, do you know when we were in the castle or like in his office. Let's say we were walking around just to stretch our legs. Can I do a few? Can I cast the spell Truth Seeing to see if I find anything?
Sure.
It allows me to see things that actually are, including secret doors, magic, anything ethereal or some shit like that.
Yeah. I'll say you don't see anything particularly out of the ordinary. There'll probably be like a few magic items on some of the people that work there, but nothing else that catches your eye.
Fair play. All right, back to the boat.
So yeah, after 2 days, we'll say you finally step outside into the city.
Oh wow, it's a bit snowy here.
It is snowy.
Never would have guessed from inside the office.
Yeah, it's warm in my
There's a
mansion.
lot of walls.
Yeah, let me just get rid of the grids.
There's a lot of walls.
So, Mirabar stands on a knoll on the north banks of the river Mirar. On the surface, the city looks populated with squat stone buildings and a few stone towers, and its layout seems arranged in such a way as to provide great efficiency. Its walls are thick and sloping, and you watch as they like pour hot water down them to like get rid of all the ice. Just slips down the slopes. You see, compared to the microclimate that Neverwinter exists in, where the effects of winter and cold don't work, here in Mirabar, it's just like everywhere else, and it is January, and it is in the north, so it is pretty cold and pretty wintry. You may need your winter gear for this one.
Have we got winter gear?
You probably won't, but
No,
the others
Yeah.
do from previous.
Can I buy some winter gear?
Sure, we'll say 15 gold.
15? Can I haggle?
Sure, make a persuasion check.
Uh-oh.
16 gold, please.
Oh, nah. Okay.
But that gets you like, appropriate boots, appropriate coat and trousers and gloves and everything you need to stay warm.
Okay, I've got my winter gear.
Nice.
I'll say Daylar, make a history check for me. 8.
You know nothing.
I mean, you don't know too much about the city. I guess you would probably know that it's a mining city of great wealth, known as one of the richest cities in the north. And that's probably about it on an 8.
Thanks, Taylor. That was very good information you just provided us.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'll stop trying to read my book.
But yeah, walking through the city, you see it's a sort of a human / dwarf town. It's probably about 60% humans, 40% dwarves.
Oh, what a shame Ulfgar isn't here.
Yeah. But you head to the barge area section, where you wander up to one of the barge captains. See, you come across a somewhat grizzled yet relaxed dwarven man in his late 70s. He has like long white hair and a magnificent beard to match, all very well kept. He's dressed smart yet appropriately for travel, and he smokes a pipe absent-mindedly as you approach him.
Hello there.
Hello? What might I do for you?
We were wondering whether we could, you could take us to the edge of the Lurkwood forest. One of your barges.
Why on earth would you want to go right there? Do you know what's happening?
Yes, and that's exactly why we want to go there. We are adventurers, and we love a challenge, and we would like to go there at your cheapest price. How much would that be?
Well, considering the danger I'd be under just taking you there, 200 gold sounds fair.
But don't you want to be a part of the stories of how the lizard folk were defeated in the forest? Surely we could get a discounted rate. We're going to be the ones that defeat them, you know.
Go ahead and roll persuasion for me. I'll say with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Still a 23. Say 175.
That'll do. I mean,
That'll
guys, Do we think that'll do?
Yeah. Are you paying for it?
Blades of Drrust, I think, are paying for it. They're like the company's money.
Yeah, that's all right. Then.
Tristan?
Well, the problem is the group funds aren't on Tristan.
What? He doesn't even have like a little
Okay.
bit of change.
Well, make
Wait, he's got his money, but he's got barely any.
Get the guy to give you a receipt. Reed,
No,
and
you guys.
Then you can charge
got-
it to the group.
How
fund
much
when
money
we get
do
back.
you guys have? This is Tristan speaking now. He says, how much money do you guys have on you, by the way? Because I have barely anything. I left all my money back in Wardeep.
I don't know. We have all about 7,000 gold.
I've got
Yeah.
4,000.
Yeah, I have 300 gold on. So like, come one of you guys just get this.
I think you're
I'll
being
get it then.
unreasonable, Tristan. Yeah, I'll split it. We'll split it.
I mean, I only have 13,000, but it's okay.
He's 13. What? Daylar's
13,000.
definitely getting this one.
Yeah, Daylar, you can get this.
You could buy the city.
And he wouldn't even give
Buy
me
it.
50 gold to stop harassing him about the book.
That's a point of principle. I can see where Daylar's.
That was not a good deal anyway. Like, it was...
Wait, yeah, exactly. It makes no sense for him to give it to you. But you can absolutely get this 175 Daylar. No,
Yeah, I've already taken it off.
Sure.
Thanks, Daylar.
if he's got so much more than
Sure. There. It's about. I don't mind splitting.
I do.
Like I say, Tristan literally only has 300 gold, so he's not paying.
I'll split it with you.
It's okay, I've already took it off.
Sure.
It's fine.
Okay.
Can I ask the gentleman? Well,
Oh, yeah.
when do we leave?
Well, I can leave immediately if you want.
Okay, that's brilliant. That's good
Yeah,
to
let's
know.
go.
But just one thing. Where can I hire some servants to take my stuff? With me?
On the trip with you?
Yeah, I would like I want to, because it's snowing, isn't it? It's snowing outside.
Yeah, we don't want
Aye.
to take
I w-
servants with us.
I would like to take 2 servants and that can carry me in like a little
No,
like
no,
a
you
toboggan.
wouldn't.
A toboggan.
No, you wouldn't. Please.
I
I
can
would.
I can promise you now, no servant is gonna accept that.
Oh,
A job in the
Well-
Lurkwood is certain death for anyone who's not qualified like yourselves.
Yeah.
did you do it for 25 gold?
25,000? Oh yeah, go on then.
Taylor?
No, it's a better out of my price range even.
Why don't you just put your stuff in his bag of holding if you want someone to carry your
No,
stuff?
He
I
has
just
his own
wanted,
bag holder
I
now,
just
isn't
want
he?
it to be carried.
Yeah, he wants someone to carry
Oh.
him.
No. Don't be lazy. Can I
I'm
slap
just
Reed?
tired.
Yes.
No! Stop hitting me! I'm gonna block. Can I block that one?
I mean,
Can I
make an
block-
attack. I'll say make an attack roll, saying an unarmed strike.
That's 20.
You
Oh my
absolutely
God.
cannot block that. And you do take two points of damage.
Oh, mate.
She just doesn't hold back.
Bro,
Can I knock
that
him
really,
into the river?
really hurt.
That's double damage on that 20.
Mate, I'm gonna have to respond. How can I respond?
What are you going to do about it, Reed?
I'm gonna steal a pouch of money from the side of your belt.
I mean, you've just told me you're going to do that, so...
No. I assume he's told me the
Oh,
DM.
I see,
Yeah,
I see, sorry.
So I'll say sleight of hand against perception. So roll perception, saying.
Damn it! Well,
I say roll again on that one, both of you.
well,
Oh,
We'll say
yes.
it's so close. But really do manage to nick the coin purse.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, careful. If you hit me again, you won't see any more money.
how much money is in this coin purse? Is it all of my money?
What, did you split it up?
Yeah, I don't know. How would you have been carrying your money?
I mean, how much can you fit in one coin purse? I've got 4,000 gold on me.
I'll say probably like a max of 1,000 per purse.
I mean, I suppose I would have put some in like Daylight's bag of holding, because imagine carrying 4,000 gold on you. That's going to be very
No,
heavy.
I think a lot of it would be in platinum,
Oh, right, would it?
rather than gold, because that's obviously just much easier to carry around.
Oh, well, in
but
that
we
case,
I just use gold as an easy way
in
of
that case,
knowing.
I'd probably keep as little purses as possible, so it might all be in one.
Yeah.
How
Well,
much
no,
is-
I'd
how much-
still
So,
say
like, four.
even in platinum pieces, you probably still only be able to fit about 1,000 gold's worth of platinum
So I'd need 4.
into a pouch. Yeah.
Okay, then I'd
That
probably
takes a quarter of your money.
yeah, I'd probably just have all 4 on me then, I suppose.
But you give it back, Reed, after proving your point.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna jump it in, throw it in my hand a couple of times, and then throw it back to him. Say, careful with your money.
Careful with your life.
Always.
That's what I thought.
Nah. Alright, I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah, you are.
Nah, you are.
Only because you
Mate,
were
you
done
threw
first.
my hit points. I fed you. I gave you 5 hit points, and you've taken it off. You pretty much like,
It's fine. You've still got your temporary hit points.
yeah, that's what I'm on about.
Don't be whining.
Mate.
Tristan's
good.
size.
Alright, let's move
yeah.
on.
So yeah, you guys hop on the barge and we'll say spend the next couple days reading. You see outside the city,
Reading,
just as
get it?
Two
Read
days, right?
next 2 days. As you are leaving the city, you see that the land around it is dotted with open mines and heaps of rock. Roads lead up into the mountains, where they have many great mines near the spine of the world, from which they get their metals and their gemstones. You see the roads around Mirabar are well guarded by companies of humans and dwarves together, bearing the badge of Mirabar, which is a deep red, double-bladed axe with a pointed haft and a flaring flat base. But as you sail further east, the patrols grow thin. We'll say while the other two are reading, Sang.
Yes.
Oh, by the
Um,
way, would I have like finished reading it at this point? Because like, even without like even if with the sleeping, I could do 20 hours a day.
we'll say once, not just yet, but before you reach the woods, you will have.
Okay.
Yeah. As you're sailing along, Sang, what are you doing? As the others are reading.
Guess observing the surroundings.
The dwarf will come up to you along the way and say, "So then, what are you planning on doing in the Lurkwood?"
Well, I'm sure my friend there already explained our purpose.
Well, you said you've gone to save us or something. But,
Something like
I
that.
don't know how the 4 of you are going to do that.
By killing things. Generally, that's how we succeed in adventures.
Oh, there's a lot of things, thousands of things that stand in your way.
Yes, but there's only one thing that we really need to kill.
Well, I should let you know that soldiers have come back told tales of the raids. There's apparently a new breed of lizard folk.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they're fighting alongside the regular ones, known as the Black Scales, on account of their black scales, of course. Usual lizard folk have a sort of dark green scale. These new lizard folks, they're about 7 feet tall or so, much broader, much stronger than your standard lizard folk. Apparently they can spit acid as well or something.
Yeah, that
so
makes sense.
I'd watch out for the Black Scales.
Well, thank you for imparting this knowledge to us.
I will say, Sang, go ahead and roll me a d10. This is for the weather. See how if the weather can impede
Wait,
your
I can
progress.
control the weather.
Yes.
No, it's just a random look. A 7. Day 1 goes by, clear skies, and no issues at all. If you can roll for day 2 for another d4. That's not too bad.
It's a bit
So
foggy.
if on a 4 you get light snows, and yeah, we'll say a little bit of fog as well, but nothing bad befalls you. On a 3 or 1, it could have been worse. But your journey does go by.
What's Tristan doing on this journey?
Tristan, he's just sort of been sulking, doing his thing.
Why is he sulking? Is he still not over Shan's comments? Sang's
Look.
comments?
I can't speak on behalf of him, so we'll say for now he's still sulking.
There's loads of steam coming off Tristan. Just fuming.
When the snow lands on him,
Yeah.
it just evaporates instantly.
Yeah, but after 2 days, they will drop you off on the border of the forest. So, yes, you can enter the Lurkwood. You enter a forest of tall, thick trees, which are all incredibly gnarled, like long, twisting branches. It's a very dense, overgrown forest, and obviously the recent snowfall doesn't really help. But the Dwarven Barge Master will bid you farewell, and the four of you begin trekking off into the Lurkwood.
Stealthily while checking for traps.
Yes, and perception. Being perceptive.
Who would like to helm the expedition?
Have I finished the book now?
Yes, both of you have finished the books that you were reading.
Now that we've read it, does that mean we're still attuned to it, or can we?
You don't need to attune to it. It's just you just read it, and then once you've
finished reading it.
I got you.
you absolutely can, but the magical benefits it gives you will not be granted to you.
Oh, what if I kill Daylark and I absorb his magical benefits?
Unfortunately, not. No,
Oh.
you would gain absolutely nothing from doing so.
Except for my satisfaction.
So that's, yeah. I was gonna say that.
But yeah, who wants to helm the survival check?
Well,
The,
Daylark, now you're so dexterous, you might as well lead
That's
the way.
wisdom, though.
It's wisdom.
It is, but I'm saying it anyway.
You are the bravest of us all, though, Dayla.
Who
That is
actually
true.
has the highest
Handsome.
survival?
Probably you.
I have 2.
I have
three.
one.
Yeah, I think Sang would just because
Oh,
of.
for goodness sake. Alright,
Flat
fine.
wisdom.
I'll lead the way.
I still
no.
think
You
Dayla's
prepared
the
to
most
get lost,
handsome.
guys?
Yeah.
Oh god, I forgot.
Michael the guide is back.
You want me to roll?
Just survival.
Survival.
Oh, look at that.
That's
Ew.
22.
Curse of Giampus is not carried over.
So you did arrive sort of like late into the afternoon, but we'll say for the remainder of the day, Sang actually does tend to lead you in a pretty good route through here.
You're welcome, Tristan.
At one point along the path, make a perception check. I'll say Dayla and Reed, because Reed you did say. Right,
Damn, not 20.
Dayla, your keen ears pick up the sound of movement coming towards you through the forest. Many feet.
Everyone waits like there's loads of things coming towards us.
Let's
Hide
get
in
off
the
the
bushes.
road.
Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
off the road and hide in some bushes.
Everybody roll stealth. We're not going to bother with Tristan. It's a group check anyway.
Fuck.
Quick,
That's fine.
Cast your pass without a trace.
I could. Is it too late?
No, I'll say there's still time.
It all matters on Tristan's roll, doesn't it? Pretty much.
I wasn't going to bother rolling with him, but I might as well.
I will cast Pass Without a Trace.
I'll say casting pass without a trace. Tristan got a 3. He got a nat 1 actually. So yeah, casting pass without a trace was very much needed. In fact,
Noise.
even then. You watch from like a hidden position behind like some trees and some rocks or whatever, as a large patrol of lizard folk pass you by.
Are they black
do see-
ones?
So most of them would just be the regular green scaled type, but you do see a few of these black scales, which again seem to be like much stronger, much taller, and seem to be in command of the green scales. And we'll say after you can just like let them pass. That's easy enough for you to do.
I think so.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
carry on.
Well, as you carry on, we'll say for about another half an hour or something before the light begins to fade for the day.
Okay, let's find a hidden tree or somewhere and cast the mansion.
Is there a little cave nearby or
Is it-
anything?
Go ahead and roll survival. I'll say Sang and someone else can do it.
Can you put the door on the ground and then we cover it with snow or something?
I think so.
But how are we going to open it? If it's...
I don't think you can cover it with snow.
Cover it with branches.
Yeah, we could
Yes.
just like set it up like in a tree, like hidden by branches and stuff.
Yeah, it's just difficult for the last person. You can only put branches on
Ooh,
it from the
nice.
outside, not from the inside. So one person would have to be
Yeah,
stuck
but
outside.
I don't mean like over the top of the door, but just like covered around the door, so it like shields it from view. So you can still get in and out, but it's like shielded by branches.
A secluded spot, yeah.
Yeah, I'll say Reed, you find a secluded enough spot, and then I'll say if someone else wants to roll survival again to try and conceal the door,
I'll do
they
that.
can.
You're the best survivor.
I know, but I've already rolled.
It's only fair.
Oh wait. Wait, so
I mean, I can't roll.
was that
again
roll
if
for
you
this
want
roll?
me
Or...
to. No, it wasn't. But...
yeah, you just roll again.
13. It's somewhat concealed.
Yeah, it's winter, so there's all the branches are all dead, so they don't really. You can still see.
Can you
through.
change the color of the door, like, as well, or?
It'll be brown anyway, wouldn't it?
Well, if you could like make it white, it might blend in.
I think the door itself is invisible,
Blue.
but
I
there's
thought.
like, but
Oh,
there's
wait,
there,
what's
there,
this?
I would say there'd be like a purple arcane like energy like of the outline of the door that would
Oh.
remain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, well, that'll have to do, I suppose.
But yeah, you think you've got enough to get by. You guys bed down for the night in the mansion.
Yep. Another hero's feast.
Yep. Go ahead and roll that 2d10.
Fingers crossed it's better than last time, and hopefully I don't get slapped. Yay! It's better by 1.
Hopefully
Yeah,
you
you're,
don't do any
you would've-
stupid
yeah.
things.
you would have healed your slap damage by now as well. But yeah, six
Well,
six
he could
points.
heal the physical pain, but not the mental.
Who did I,
Yeah,
who did I slap
still
last
with
session?
me.
I slapped someone last session as well. Was that really?
Me!
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else who would.
Yeah.
That's good.
Just you watch on the 3rd time. See what happens.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that in character.
As you're sleeping,
Uh-oh.
Reed.
Yep.
You have a nightmare. You find yourself back at your father's birthday. Only this time you are dressed as a jester, the butt of some joke as the audience laughs at you obnoxiously. The laughter
Oh, no.
quickly fades until only your father's voice remains. You turn to him, and everything around him falls into shadow. His eyes burn red. You hear him say, "Remember your word." And at that, suddenly you awake, only finding that you are not where you are meant to be. As you look around you, you seem to be in some kind of bathhouse with windows lining the walls, an ominous pale light seeping in through the windows. A thin mist hangs in the air, while the room itself looks dusty, cobwebbed, and long abandoned, with the baths themselves empty and cold. As you turn to the mirror, you see something appear upon it. Marked in blood, you see your name, written in your own handwriting, the drops of blood falling down beneath the letters. What do you do?
I'm just gonna go.
Why did I know that was coming?
I'm gonna toss the mirror over. I'm gonna toss it and just keep.
It's like a mirror on the wall. It's like built into the wall, so you can't.
Mirror on the wall.
I'm gonna attempt to toss it, but it's not gonna work. I'm just gonna keep making that noise.
Okay. We'll say that noise wakes up Delar and Sang. Yeah, Delar, Sang, you guys are woken by this scream. And again, both of you wake up in...
Did we have
Area-
nightmares as well?
No, you didn't have any nightmares, but you have woken up in a completely different area to where you went to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, Delar, you awake in some kind of basement.
That's not a bad thing. He's used to that.
There is a gaping hole in the ground, and there's like these big thick vines that are like slither their way out of the hole.
It sounds like Kevin for Dale.
You also see a statue, behind where this hole in the ground is. What would you like to do? You can attempt to leave. You can attempt to go to the statue. You can attempt to go to the hole. What would Dale be doing as he finds himself in this situation?
What is the statue?
Making a closer examination, the statue appears to be. I'll say make an investigation check. 23. The statue appears to be looks like a dragonborn of some kind, but you notice there's some features that are just off. And I'll say, based on research that you've done in the past, these features feel infernal. The eyes of the statue flash green for a moment. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh wait, I got something recently about that, didn't I? I get proficiency in them. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you got advantage because of Hero's Feast. 23 is fine. You are able to shrug off the effects of this statue as it attempted to charm and incapacitate you.
Am I not immune to charming anyway? Or
The charming
resistant to
part, yes, but the incapacitate part, no. Either way,
it? Okay.
Why are you
You're
immune to
fine.
charm?
It's an elf thing or something.
I believe you actually have advantage on effects. Or is that...
Advantage on saving throws against being charmed, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like
And I
that
can't be
you-
put to sleep magically.
Yeah, that's the one. You can't be put to sleep, but you can still be charmed. You just have advantage. But in the dark space that you now find yourself in, you hear a skittering along the walls, along the ceiling. But for now, we're going to cut to Sang. Similarly, you find yourself in a room on your own, this time in the attic. As you glance around the room, you notice the light reflect off a broken mirror leaning against an old cupboard. What would you like to do as you find yourself in this space?
Is there anything else in the room? Just a broken cupboard and a mirror.
Just like clutter that would sort of fill an attic.
But the only things that stand out is this mirror.
Yes. And again, similar to both Reed and Delar's surroundings, this place looks long abandoned, like cobwebs everywhere.
Then I will draw my sword and I'll attentively touch the mirror with the tip of the sword.
Okay. You stare down at the broken mirror, only to see a face over your shoulder, pale and bald, with pointed ears and eyes completely white. Its jaws open wide in an unnatural way, revealing 2 rows of vampire-like teeth across the mouth. As you turn back quickly to face it, nothing's there. And you just hear a skittering in the ceiling. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
With advantage, I assume?
Yes. 26 is enough. Once again, you find this is actually a different effect tried to encroach upon your mind, but once again, you're able to shrug it off.
What effect is it?
It would have blinded and deafened you and made you unable to speak.
Damn. Wish I'd had the charmed one.
Yep.
Because I can just choose not to be.
Cutting over to Reed. You find your way out of the bathhouse and you stroll into a living room of some kind. A single window lets in a small amount of pale light, while the room itself looks in disuse. A floating lute, slightly out of tune, begins to play as you enter. Its tune is haunting and mournful, sending a chill up through your body. Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please, Reed.
Alright. Not for me.
Even with advantage, as the music begins to play, you find yourself magically lifted 20 feet into the air, suspended in place. And again, you hear a skittering across the ceiling. I'm now going to need all 3 of you to roll initiative. Oh, and also, new location.
Nice.
Yes, and these are the things that you are fighting. But they're like, I should probably make it smaller, because it's actually a halfling-sized version.
We're a little bit late for Halloween.
Yeah. Well, actually, this session I was hoping to get it on Halloween, but then we had a few delays, so things happened.
It's fine, we can pretend this is Halloween.
Yeah, it's Halloween. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Let's say that initiative goes for all 3 of them.
Ooh, and this is for R2.
Yes. So you're all in your own separate fights. So we'll do Reed's first, though, because he rolled higher on initiative.
Alright.
Then we'll do Delar's, because he has higher dex now.
I know what's going on. Does Reed have any sort of
Not
Watch
really.
your back, Dayla.
No.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, you've known that things with your magic haven't been quite right, but this is nothing like you experienced before.
Yeah. Alright,
So, Reed, as you are suspended in the air, and this halfling-sized Nosferatu-looking creep starts skittering across the ceiling towards you. What do you do?
I'm gonna shout, "Piss off, you pale cunt!" and then fire a crossbow. That's that it.
Go ahead and make your crossbow strikes.
Nice.
Ooh, bet radiant damage is good against it.
Let's find out. So the 16 misses, unfortunately.
Play.
And while radiant damage doesn't do anything... Oh, wait. Oh, nice. Yeah. So you actually do notice the radiant damage seems to... It doesn't do extra damage, but it does seem to blind it. That's its turn done. 19 points of damage dealt to... Oh, sorry, your turn done. It's then going to attack you back. So, 10 misses. Oh, it has a disadvantage anyway.
13.
13 misses anyway. And then the bite attack, I will let me do.
Ow, that hits.
It's disadvantaged because you blinded it.
Nice.
So the bite misses as well.
And it's a nat 1, so he hurts himself.
Oh, my tooth.
Yeah, he loses a tooth.
I will say he falls from the ceiling, but he just sort of lands in like a creepy, like the witch from The Ring, but like their like arms, like almost like General Grievous wise when he's walking on all fours. Yeah. It also yes. We'll say your turn again, Reed.
All right. I'm going to do one of my blessed charges.
Mhm.
Which one should I do? I want to do the flare bolt on it. After each creature within a 10-foot radius must succeed on a Dex save or become blinded until the end of their next turn. I suppose I'd do that anyway, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say,
damage.
yeah, because of these guys have sunlight sensitivity, so yeah, you basically do that anyway.
Okay, then I'll just do rapid bolt then.
Sure. Do you want to wait till it comes in range?
Okay,
It comes
yeah,
closer?
alright. Yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
that. I'll withhold an action then.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say once it gets within range, you can go ahead and do your rapid bolt. So make the six attacks for me.
Shots fired. 6.
So 4 hits, and that is enough to kill it. As it like kicks off the wall and leaps at you, you just fan the hammer on one of your crossbows, and a volley of radiant bolts just eliminates it. And with that, the music that was holding you in midair fades, and you drop to the ground. I'll say make a quick dex save for me.
Okay. I'm pretty good at dex. Oh!
Oh, even with halfling reroll, that's gonna be a
Double
miss.
that one.
It's fine. You only take 4 points of damage as you like just hit the ground at a bit of an awkward angle.
Twice as bad as a slap from
Yeah.
Sam.
Pretty much. In fact, actually, there would be one more d6 technically added on to the end of that. So another 3.
Oh, damn.
Dayla, coming back to you. Similar fight against a similar creature. You're up first.
Is this one
Yeah,
halfling size?
They're all halfling sized, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack it,
Mhm.
and I think I'll use Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
Hunter's Mark. What do I use? Sharpshooter. Yeah, let's go. 26 and 24.
Both will hit. So that's...
They take necrotic damage.
They are immune to the necrotic damage. However, you still kill it in two attacks.
Oh, okay.
We just did what? 45 damage?
Yeah.
Even without the necrotic. So yeah, that's enough to just as this thing leaps at you, just bam bam, 2 daggers.
Oh, okay.
Take it down before it can even get near you.
Well, that's quick.
Sang, your fight. You're up first.
Okay. I would like to activate my sword for 50 hit points.
Okay. How long does that last, by the way?
I think it's 1 minute.
Okay.
Hang on, I need to do some maths. What's 116 minus 50?
66.
Thank you. And then I will attack it.
I will say you can do silver or wood form, where you currently are.
Ooh. Go on then, let's do wood.
Actually, there's like wooden boards of like the attic
Yeah.
area. So.
I've tried that one before.
Okay. So your sword turns into wood briefly, but it still has incredible strength.
Wait, let me.
Go ahead. And make your attacks. 26 hits.
That's 11 plus 1d6. 5 HP, is it? Yeah.
Yes. So that would be 10.
10.
10.
Similar to Daylar before you. As soon as this thing leaps at you, you touch your sword to the wood, and in a
Cut
single
its head
stroke,
off.
yeah, in a single stroke, you just decapitate this thing.
Oh, you
Wait, how
guys make
this
it all
one
look
works?
so
It
easy.
has it spawns additional small blades, like
Mhm.
of emerald light. So it'd actually be like one strike and then a bunch of other ones following after it.
Oh, cool.
I think the first one
Cool.
killed it though.
Yeah.
Well,
it'd
the
be
first one
part-
did the 11,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
the remaining
Oh, okay.
10 did
Yeah.
40 damage.
Yeah, there's like these small, like you say, like, is it green?
Yeah,
Say?
yeah.
Like,
emerald,
yeah, ethereal emerald strikes that follow after the blade, and yeah, delete this guy. Combat over.
Nice.
What are you all doing as you
Um,
have slain your particular creatures?
well, I'm still in the attic, right?
Mhm.
So I want to try and find a way out of the attic.
Okay.
Can I start calling out for the others?
Yes, you can. And I'll say make a perception check. Two of you are here. I'll say Daylight, you could have heard Reed's shouts. Sang, you'd probably still be too far away.
I'll like head towards it.
Obviously, there's like a what would they call it? Like a door in the ceiling that would exit from the
Trapdoor.
the cellar. Yeah, just like a trapdoor. You go ahead and open it. It is not trapped, and you make your way out into the main house. Sang, you also would find a similar door leading down. And I'll say it's easy enough for you guys to all find yourselves in this unfamiliar setting.
Ah, I wondered where I was.
Yeah. We'll say Tristan as well will join you here. Be like, guys, what the hell is going on?
Seems
I'm
we've
gonna
been
blame. I'm
imported.
gonna say to Tristan, it's because you've been praying to Tom all the fucking time in my house. It's like he's clearly given some bad juju. The servants have found God, and they've fucking done this.
This
Turn
is
into
not.
fucking-
This is not what happens when people find God. This is what happens when people find evil.
Maybe
Yeah.
there's something wrong with your house.
Or something wrong with Tristan's God.
Well, what have we all seen so far? I saw Marion, who was like trapped by these thorny vines, and I went to try and help her, but then I got attacked by this weird little creature.
I
I saw my daddy.
Yeah, okay.
So this has something to do with
Okay,
your
yeah.
father.
Possibly.
I
did
saw
you see?
this guy in a mirror. You know, these weird little pale dudes.
What
I
did you
saw
see, Dana?
an infernal, well, a statue of an infernal-looking guy and a hole in the ground with the vines.
Did it look familiar?
I mean,
Hello?
did he? Like,
No, he didn't.
okay, no.
Well, two of us have seen these weird vines, so maybe the forest is doing this, or maybe it's Reed's father, or maybe it's something else. We need to just get out of here, I think.
Okay, can we
I
just
think so
open the front
too.
door?
Yeah, you go up to the front door. It disappears, just becomes a wall.
Oh, well, that's helpful.
Arms reach out of the wall and try and pin you to it, Sang. Make a dex save for me, please.
Haha. you've got no chance. Wall. Oh no.
They do
Is he
in
close
fact
enough to Tristan
they
to
do
get-
in fact grab you. Sure, actually, I'll say he is close enough to Tristan that he manages to evade them, and as soon as the arms, which again looked like these pale Nosferatu-like hands, as soon as they failed in their quest, they just sink back into the wall.
I'll just dust myself off. Be like, all right. Well, that was a bad idea.
Well, Reed, you know your mansion better than anyone else.
Oh, is
Is-
this his mansion?
Yes.
Well, that's where we went to sleep, so I assume.
It must be.
Oh, so it's all part of. So is this like an evil version of your mansion?
I don't know. It looks pretty evil. Let's go. We gotta go.
Where's
As
the?
we can't go out, we've got to. I think we've got to head deeper into the house and sort this out. Cut the head off the snake. You know, we got to head further in, the deep and dark.
Yeah, I mean,
area.
I don't. Is there anything that stands out as we look around? Like,
Just looks gloomy as
Um,
fuck.
Yeah, it just kind of looks gloomy as fuck. Are you looking for anything in particular?
not really. Just anything that might be of interest at all. Anything that looks out of place. Or...
Go ahead and roll an investigation. 16.
Not bad.
I will say you do find some like marks in the dust on the ground of where these creatures have skittered around. Some like chips in the woodwork. Drops of blood here and there as well. A trail almost, but you're not quite sure which way it goes because you just sort of found it in the middle.
Okay.
And
Do
I'll say that's
shall we
it on a
follow
16.
this trail of blood in one direction?
Yeah, can I cast truth seeing?
Sure, yeah.
That would help, surely.
Yeah, how long does that last?
It lasts an hour.
Okay. Good to know.
So yeah,
Who's-
I want to just.
yeah.
I just want to see if there's any sort of like, traces that sort of form a pathway that we could follow.
Again, make an investigation check.
Right.
I'll say with advantage because Sang has helped. 14. Difficult to tell for certain. You just sort of got the main way leading deeper into the mansion.
Does the trail of blood lead that way?
It does, yeah.
Okay, I guess we'll follow the trail of blood, shall we?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Let's follow it. Let's go
Yeah.
deeper in.
Tristan
Checking
will say,
traps.
there's always that hole Dalar found. If we don't find anything up here, we could always maybe go down there.
I mean, going down a hole filled with creepy vines doesn't sound like a good idea.
Well, if I'm saying if we've got no other option,
Yeah,
Sang. Who's taking point?
Daylight, because he can.
Does
check
Tristan have any like light abilities that can like?
Yeah, Tristan can make his sword light up.
I have
no, I
gem
mean,
and
like-
bright
I
gem
don't
and
mean, like-
brightness.
I mean like sort of like holy like abilities like that can get rid of like nightmares or something. Like I don't know.
No, he can detect evil things, but he can't like.
Oh, well, I guess this whole place is going to be evil, so I don't think that would be too useful.
Yeah.
Can I summon my dog, Cromwell?
Yes, you can.
It's the first time I'm doing it as well, so it's the first time we're saying hello to each other.
Mhm.
He talks English, you know. He speaks English. Or common.
Does he?
Yeah, he speaks common.
Hello, Cromwell.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
You're just like, do what dogs do. Just, just be chilling there.
Sniff this
Cromwell,
blood.
He on
it's
a
a
nearby
pleasure to
lamppost.
finally meet you. You are mine. We are one.
Yes, we are one.
Can you do me a favor and sniff out this area and see if you smell anything interesting, like, I don't know, blood or...
Yeah, well, if there's this blood
Class
right
A
here,
substances.
Get him to sniff this blood and see what kind of creature it belongs to.
Yeah, do you know what kind of blood this is, Cromwell?
Who will get down and give it a good old sniff and look back up at you and say, I have no idea.
Thanks for that.
Thank you, Cromwell.
Can you get rid of
Did
it
you
now?
smell any? Do you smell any drugs?
You mean other than the ones you have on you?
Yeah.
No.
Thanks for that. Very
Very
useful.
good, Cromwell. Anyway, can you just run down, follow this trail of blood, and see if you see anything down there?
At once,
Report
master.
back to us.
And he will just
Thank you.
bolt off down the corridor and quickly out of sight.
Well, I guess we'll never be seeing him again.
My dog is dead. It's just been murdered. We'll never see it again.
He's
It'll
been
get lost
murdered.
in my haunted house.
Anyway, I guess
Yeah, you
we
guys-
follow this trail.
Yeah, carry on following the trail and wandering the halls. Dela, you see down the end two figures. One appears to be a soldier of some kind, while the other is a Githyanki. As Reed turns the corner, however, because of his true seeing, Reed, you will see you'll see what Dela sees, but also beyond that, you see the familiar pale eyes and visage of these Nosferatu.
Can I warn the others?
Yes, you can. And you hear one of them say down the corridor, "Hello, who's there?
Oh, shut
Are you
up.
here to help?"
We know you're Nosferatu. Stop being stupid.
And then they'll just start off into the corners.
Man,
Just
we really
immediately
got.
give up.
Yeah, they sounded really upset. They got caught out. They were like, oh.
That's what vampires do. They do the hiss.
Yeah, I was like, where's my? I should have said, where's my dog? Can I
They
still say
probably
that?
ate
Oh
it.
yeah.
Where's my
No,
dog?
no sign of a dead dog. But yeah, they've just slipped off into the side rooms, and like as you're like been wandering, there are various doors along the sides.
Hmm. Okay. Can we just keep? Well, would I recognize the doors?
Make a. I'll say no. You don't need to roll anything. You don't recognize any doors yet.
Okay. So let's just keep going until.
By the way, can Tristan cast his health potion thing so I can drink some health potions?
Fine.
It lasts for a while, doesn't it?
Let me check. It lasts for 1 minute.
Oh, well, maybe never mind then. That's fine, leave it for now.
I think
No, I
another
can-
sigh is in order.
I've got the spell slots if you want me to do it, but you really need to be more careful about wasting all these hit points. Saying.
Yeah, well, I didn't know how tough that thing was. Turns out not very.
Wait, did you lose health fighting that thing?
No, but I used my sword.
Oh.
See, that's why my sword is not
I forgot you did that.
OP. Because I have to do that. So, what's the max you can get from Greater Healing?
Is it the
20.
44 plus 4?
20.
Yeah.
Then I'll drink 3 of them.
If you've got a normal on you, that would be 10. So
No,
that could
I
fill.
don't.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
But yeah, that will get me back to max, I think. 3 times 20 is 60. Yeah, it would. Yeah. Cool. Oh yeah, I've also got my temporary hit points.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, you do. Do you want to try and hunt after these little scamps?
I don't think they're
Or
worth their time,
you-
to be honest.
Continuing on.
Yeah, let's just continue on. Pop my
As you
head
do-
through a few doors, but like,
Yeah.
just it's in. Don't. Yeah.
I'll
nothing
say make
significant.
make perception checks, all three of you, to keep an ear out.
Daylight gets advantage, right? Because of his goggles.
Not
if it's sight.
yeah, not on this particular one. However, I'll say Reed and Dela can pick up movement in the walls.
I see.
You just hear
There's
like a,
movement in the walls.
a scuttling and a
They're probably
Yeah.
inside the wall.
yeah, and Reed, this would be somewhat familiar to you. You know, your servants used to have like tunnels that led through the mansion. Like that was how they got around nice and easily, nice and fast.
Yeah. A few shoots.
Mhm.
I see. So I'm gonna tell the boys that. It's the tunnels.
Hmm.
My it's the infrastructure of the.
Why did you build it like that, honestly?
I did. I mean, that was just a recommendation from them. I didn't want to do it. They just said you got to do
I think you
it.
should change
Because-
your house after this.
Well, I mean, I didn't do this. This wasn't my design. My design was really nice. But you
Aren't
saw it
you-
yourself.
Aren't you in control of your house? This is just like an evil version of it, isn't it?
Yeah, I was in control of it, but I mean, it's been a really stressful
Wait,
last couple
maybe
of weeks.
are we still asleep? Do you think?
I don't know. We should try and wake you up. Should we try
Can I
and murder
slap
you?
you?
No. No, I think we should murder you.
I mean, you can try it.
Let's not murder anyone just yet. And then I'll say at this point you hear a really loud creaking sound, like the creaking of like trees, like the boughs, and a rustling of leaves. And you do see, in fact, see and feel as a gust of wind flows down the corridor and leaves blow across the cobweb floor.
Well, this shouldn't be happening.
No.
Well, it means there's an outside somewhere. There's leaves.
Yeah, shall we
I don't
follow
really know
the
how
direction
that's-
of the wind?
Possible, but
Yeah. It's as
Let's head towards it.
good as guess as any, I suppose.
following this, you come to a door. It is a door that you are familiar with, Reed, but it's not the door.
I see.
But it is a door. It's the first thing you've seen from your previous mansion that is the same here.
So what should
Yes,
be in this
yes.
room, Reed?
Is it the door Ulfgar was in?
No,
Okay.
you do remember the door. This was the door to the apartment that you and Chrissy used to have in Waterdeep.
Ah. Yes, yes. An old memory. And then I'm just gonna open it.
Opening it, there is light within. It's a dimly lit room. Appears to be a tavern of some kind. There are people there sat around drinking.
Are they
but there's-
Nosferatu?
They don't appear to be Nosferatu, no. Reed, with your sight thing going on, you can tell that they are an illusion of some kind, rather than Nosferatu. But yeah, it appears to be a tavern of some kind. There is absolutely no sound whatsoever. But they still appear to be like talking and interacting and laughing with one another.
Alright, we know this is an illusion. You can stop it now, Mr. Nosferatu.
Further down the tavern, you watch as Chrissy is pinned to the wall by two familiar figures, the Bitter Brothers. A tear runs down her cheek as a frightened Reed stands before them. And again, there's no actual sound per se, other than the noise of the wind constantly blowing through this place. But they seem to be shouting at Reed.
Do I know this is an illusion still?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna just watch and
Laugh.
relive the memory.
Okay. You relive the memory, and you do see a door at the far end. You could choose to go through, or you could choose to intervene.
If I know it's an illusion,
Mhm.
I will not intervene. I will carry
Okay.
on and say, ignore it. I'll tell the guys not to look. Don't look.
I'm gonna look anyway.
Okay.
You look, and looking doesn't seem to do anything. As long as you don't interact with them, they don't seem to notice you, and you wander on through the tavern. The next door that you come to is the door to the tavern in Waterdeep.
Our tavern?
Yes, so you would all
Oh.
recognize this door.
Oh, excellent.
Boom.
Who wants to go first?
I mean, I think Tristan should go.
Yeah, let's vote for Tristan.
No,
What was
I
that?
think Dalar should go.
Go on then, Daylar.
Alright,
'Cause-
fine, I'll go.
Well, you can't be killed, so.
Wait, can I? I'm immortal.
Well, no one ever seems to be able to hurt you, so.
Oh, true, okay. Yeah. I'll open the door.
Daylight, you open the door, not checking for traps, but it's not trapped in.
Yeah, I forgot.
And
but- oh, well.
you open the door, and suddenly you are outside. It is a clear night. The sky is full of stars and the moon, and you appear to be in the graveyard of Waterdeep.
Huh.
So, yeah, this is a familiar place to you guys. Probably not you, Sang,
Yeah,
actually.
so I don't think I've been.
yeah.
Not yet, anyway.
Characters 1 and 2 may be there.
Better watch out with your jokes, guys. Otherwise, you'll be the ones in this graveyard.
Oh.
Shall we just walk towards the exit, of it?
You don't really see an exit right now. You just appear to be in this
Are
big
there any
graveyard.
graves that stand
Are there
out?
any? Yeah, are there any open graves?
Make
Why
perception
open
checks.
graves?
Yeah, make perception checks, both of you.
Damn it.
Sang,
I fall
nothing
in one.
really stands out to you. Again, Reed, you don't really see any graves. I'll say Daylight, if you want to look for anything in particular, you can.
Okay, I'll look at the names on the graves, I guess.
Mhm. Say, after a little while of searching, only like a couple of minutes, you do see. So, yes, that's fine. You do see the graves that you're familiar with, the graves of Shen Lao and Louise Astoria.
Oh no.
Who are these people?
The Blades of Drrust plot of land.
There are previous members, unlucky ones, deceased members.
They must be weaker than me.
Maybe, or stronger. Their sacrifice. You remember.
All of a sudden, as you are looking at these graves, 2 ghostly figures appear. The figures of Shan and Louisa.
Oh no.
Go away, you Nosferatus. This is just annoying now.
These aren't Nosferatus.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying it anyway.
Yeah, but read with your true seeing, you would see almost zombie versions of them.
Uh-oh.
But the others wouldn't.
Can I tell
Yeah.
the others? Something's amiss here.
They just seem to be hovering above the grave, just staring at you with evil intent in their eyes.
Can we just say speak to them? Speak.
You see, like, they let out a sickly gasp of air. For Shan will say, "You failed me." Louisa will say, "You failed me." And then they will say in unison, "You failed us all."
Who are they saying this to?
It looks like they're saying it to you, Reed.
Yeah, I
What?
wasn't there, so it's not my fault.
We were a team. It wasn't me. It wasn't my fault.
And as they go to attack you, I will say it's close enough to 9 that we will end tonight's session here. We will pick this up next time.
Nice.
Trapped in a mansion. Let me give you the battle map.
How exciting.
Ooh, nice
You've really
graveyard.
changed it up this session. I love it.
There's Shan, there's
Yeah.
Louisa.
It's a good thing we're doing this on Halloween, right, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well timed. I can't believe next week for part 2 of this is also Halloween.
I know, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Man,
Crazy
How
how
did that
we got 2 Halloweens this year.
that is insane.
That's such a
Double
good year.
Halloween.